a little bit of a sense. But it's hard to say, man. I still don't know who would have sent that telegram. That's my problem. Because it's an anonymous one. I think even if they gave a sender's place, you know, I would probably not know him. Probably not. I find it unlikely, but we'll see. Okay, so let's read it. Danger. Be aware of shadows lie to you. You're being deceived. For your band, be more observant. Beware, Al. This was from Annisburg. I'm in Strawberry. So, this is probably referring to the conversation we had with Maximo. So let's send something. No, that's a sign mark of me. Oh, fuck it. I'm not gonna send one to Maximo. It said somebody send, never mind. So, I do want to figure out who actually sent that telegram. It was sent like 3 hours ago. But I would have no idea where to start. Because Shadows Lie, it's referring to Maximo. But how would they know about that conversation? They weren't there. Observant for me and my band, probably referring to that I need to tread carefully, right? That's a logical thing to think. Now, when people refer to shadows, it's only been done a handful of times. But usually it's colliding with the hunters. Usually. So it's hard to say, man. It's probably to do with Vivian not actually being shot by somebody from Armadillo. I'm likely thinking, you know, that's Al's expectation too, right? Because he knows Maximo to hold back information now, and I think Al knows Maximo well enough to know he wouldn't just tell him. At a danger for the band, you know? I don't know. Could be a lot of ways about it. Nobody. It's interesting, but it feels unnecessary. Depending on who sent it, it feels very unnecessary. Because we're already high alert, you know? To be observant, it's something you always have to be, but you don't want to be paranoid. You know? There's one thing being observant, and then there's Brayden being paranoid about things like this. And I don't want to go down that path without. But now I'm gonna have an extra look at everyone who's walking past. What's this? Unsure. Let's try stopping by the kids' camp. Actually, let's take the telegram. Ahoy.
Hello.
How we doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm living.
Good, good.
What about you?
I am also living.
That's good. You know, living is a crucial part of life. If you're not, then you're just, you know, not here.
Exactly, exactly.
Are you from here? In Blackwater? Not too familiar with the people around here.
Yes, sir. I do live here.
You work here too?
I do, yes.
Oh, where do you work?
I own the cafe on the corner.
Oh, which one?
The Silver Skillet.
I have heard about it from Birdie, I think. He's
okay.
referred to it at least once or twice when we've had a conversation. Huh.
Okay.
Is he your employee, or, you know, I'm very confused on how that works with your employments and so.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, he lives here. He's a resident of Gorda.
Right, of course. That much I've gathered. Do you sell any drinks out there, or?
Yeah, we do.
What kind of drinks do you sell?
Are you after a hot or a cold drink?
Probably a cold one to calm me down, to be fair.
That's fair enough. We have orange juice. That's a good one.
Is that it?
Well, let me focus on this telegram.
No, you're sending a telegram. I'm being rather rude. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's a menu on the outside of the cafe if you want to go have a look. I'm heading up there shortly.
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay.
Oh shit, I do have to go. I'll be back in Blackwater later. I just have to meet somebody.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I'm Al, by the way.
Hopefully, well, nice to meet you, Al. I'm Callie.
Callie, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Hopefully we'll run into each other again.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. We do a lot of trade in Nostramani, so it's likely.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, I do gotta run.
Okay.
It's a more important meeting with her than yeah, so here's the thing. It's a very interesting thing, and I'll talk about it too. So I decided to take a ride down to Armadillo to maybe get a payout for some information I had, right? It was a simple thing. And then, you know, while talking, we get on the subject of Vivian because she might be Romani, is her understanding, right? And we keep talking about it, and Maximo tells us she's dead. And again, Maximo made a promise to us that if he heard anything about anything to happen with Vivian, that he would notify us and tell us. So now Maximo has broken a promise to Al and abandoned itself. And which is probably, not entirely sure, probably why I got this letter here. So now I gotta ask around and figure out who sent this letter. Oh. Wait, what character do you play, man? I think I've seen you in here a handful of times. Yeah. You play Hank? Hank. Have I met a Hank? I think... Oh my god! Such a good scene, man! I love that. I wasn't gonna talk to you, and then you're like, you know, just try it. And I'm like, you know what? That's fucking genius. Let's fucking go for it. Yeah, I like that scene. Because that was in Rhodes, right? Or was that in Blackwater? Oh, that might have been in Blackwater. I like the attitude if it was in Blackwater. Oh, yeah. No, I like the tension and how you, because it's a very lawman way to be acting, and I like the conflict. Yeah, I like it. I called you a fucking asshole, but you know, I still liked it. It's sometimes how I play law too when I play law characters. Being a little cheeky with it. And I've been loving the conflict.
Of course I would do the same, but I wouldn't say, oh, excuse me.
Jesus Christ, you
all right?
scared the shit out of me. Oh, holy fucking shit. Oh, I was in my own head.
You alright? Alright, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, I'm off in a rush. Sorry.
Good luck to you now.
You too. Yeah. I know. I saw it straight away. I was like, my character doesn't like talking to law enforcement. Oh, I don't like this song. This is not calm. This is less calm. But it's something about how we approach law enforcement as Romani, you know? And I like having that conflict with law. I've talked to Kimber, I've talked to other people who play law too. Absolutely love it. And I like having a little bit of conflict where we, you know, I don't necessarily hate you for being law, but I'll have prejudice against talking to you. Because that's how I approach it. Like, I'll judge everyone on their characters, but I'll have prejudice because you're a lawman. And a Garsh at that too. Like, example being, when I approach Fia, the marshal, we found out she was an Irish traveler, which made her jump up in such a high amount of respect, you know? And I love when Shu came in there too, because Al, I love the person playing Shu, don't get me wrong here, but Al, she disrespected his elder. He doesn't have respect for Shu, which is very interesting because Shu is usually pretty damn nice. No. I got a little bit of a question.
What question?
That's why I sent you that telegram too.
Oh, you can go through over here.
No, I'll go all the way around.
Alright.
It seems to be designed that way.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
You want to read this telegram?
Sure.
Just have a look on
it's
True,
telegram.
see if you can, you know, spot anything odd about it.
Let me see.
I know. I've done a lot of law work here in
Hmm.
Monroe for a while too.
Beware shadows lie to you. You're being deceived. Hmm.
You got any idea what that's referring to?
Hmm.
I got
I
working
have
theories,
no
but
idea. It's from strawberry, but I have no idea.
yeah, that's what I found so strange too. It's from Strawberry. It's not from you know. I don't know who wrote that. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know either. His handwriting's kind of strange too.
Yeah.
I've only seen one person with this, but they don't know who you are.
Who might that be?
It's some native that we met. I forgot his name, but he went on a vision journey or something to change his name, but he doesn't know who you are, so I'm not sure.
He hang around Armadillo at all?
No, he
What about
just came in the
Blackwood or
strawberry.
Saint Denis?
I don't think so. No, I haven't seen him in a couple days though.
Strange.
Hmm.
No, I'm finding it rather strange too. Trying to wrap my head around it.
Why? Why would you get this leather, anyways?
Well, people find a number of reasons to send letters, so you're more cautious. It could be referring to 3 or 4 different things, in my opinion.
Hmm.
It could be referring to the new person I took in. That's one. It could be referring to the people in Saint Denis. That's 2. It could be referring to other people I do business with. And it could also be referring to the conversation I had yesterday with Maximo. Which, I feel it's a little bit of him deceiving me, but I'm not too sure.
Trying to think, although I don't know Maximo that well. I only know him from trading, but no
Yeah.
one really knows that we hang around you except the people that live in this camp.
That's, I'm not really getting the whole picture here, in a sense, First
Yeah.
of all, who would be in their right mind to send me a telegram about somebody, not specifying?
Yeah, also, we don't even know your main telegram either, so I'm kind of confused. We only know your
Uh,
Roma one.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I have no idea. Because I saw in that telegram that it wasn't a Roma one, so I'm
No, that's
just kind of
mine. That's my
confused.
personal one.
So who all knows your personal telegram then?
Should we go over it? Half the people in Saint Denis, Clara Lawman, handful of other people too. It's a long list of people, so even Johnny Colt knows it. So it's a strange one. It's a very strange one. Do you know
It
what
is
that
strange.
is? That meant to be saying Guardian at the end?
It looks like it. It looks
But
like the
it's
person that wrote it spelled some words wrong, so they could have spelled guardian at the end wrong too.
uh, it's from Strawberry. Well, what is this supposed to mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because we recently found out that somebody that's possibly Romani died the other day,
Mm.
and well, I'm trying to go to her funeral to pay her kinds of respect if she wants.
I don't know why, but does the native up at with PD also know your personal telegram?
That it does. I didn't even
Um,
consider it.
thing is,
Um,
I don't. We talked to him a while ago, and that's how we met Sunga. And Sunga's nice, but whatever his name is that lives up at with PD, he kind of said something that I did not like to me when we talked to him, when he finally talked to us.
what do you say?
Well, when I had brought up some stuff about being Cherokee, which you were right, he didn't really
Didn't like it. Yeah.
No. So he said something along the lines of, "Oh, I've killed many Cherokee before,"
So he stayed with me
and
too.
and which I was okay with because he said they were strong warriors after. But the one thing that bothered me the most was when I brought my mother and saying how he could have killed her. So I didn't like that. And I was talking to Che about it, and it got me really upset. Now, the only thing I can think of is, I don't know, it's just, I don't know his handwriting either, but anyone could do a different type of handwriting
If they
to throw
really
you off
focus,
too.
yeah. It could
So,
be referring to him, but why would you be danger? You know, you guys, I
yeah,
don't see you as danger at all in any sense.
I don't know, it's kind of
Is
strange.
that you deceiving me? I don't proper understand why or how or what it's referring to or.
Well, I'm not saying it's him, but just in case, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I've never seen him in
He
Strawberry
does.
before.
He does talk in riddles. Definitely does. It's not been by the PD in a while, so it's
Well, I
possible.
will say he was trying to figure out where your camp was when he asked us.
Really?
Yes, and we didn't tell him where. We just said it's somewhere around Wallace, but we didn't tell him exactly where.
Why would you tell him even close to Wallace?
Because he said he was friends with you and such, and you got well with him.
Hmm.
But either
Okay.
way, I don't think he would find a way up there.
No, he's been respectful towards us. Huh. I have not talked to him in a while.
Hmm.
Maybe
I
it's
don't
what
know
it's
if it's
referring to. Maybe I shouldn't do too much digging into it and just let the hand unfold and see how it goes.
maybe I just have no clue of who or what it could mean beside maybe watching your back. Because you did say a long time ago you had some people that were not so honest in your band.
Not so honest. Who was I referring? When did I say this?
Didn't you say this before?
Uh,
That there was someone in your band that, or did you just say that because they left?
oh, they were disrespectful. Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant like they lied to you or something.
Uh, you can put it however you want, but it could be a lie. Yeah, sure. It's more of general dishonesty and a lot of other things along those lines too.
Hmm. I'm trying to think, but I don't know who else could be writing to you about that.
Mm.
'Cause
No, it's a
I have no
mystery, huh?
idea. Yeah, the only thing I can think of that with that letter is just to be careful, I guess. Do you, well, what did you talk to Max about? I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, it was generally just talking about a few things here and there. And then we referred to, or we talked about Vivian, who's a Romani, or might be.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
she, you see, I'm rather upset with Maximo.
Why?
Well, he made a promise to me that the first he heard of anything to do with Vivian, he would get back to me.
Hmm.
Now, I had to force that out of him yesterday. That information, he sort of just mentioned it in cross and being like, oh yeah, Vivian's dead. And he knew I wanted to talk to Vivian.
Well, he didn't like telegram you or anything?
No, nothing.
Hmm.
So,
Strange.
rather strange thing. Yeah, no, I feel very disrespected, to be fair. He made a promise, he didn't follow through with it, and he wronged me.
Jay, good morning.
Morning.
What's, hmm.
Good morning, Shay.
Good morning.
No, it's I don't understand. I don't understand why he
Maybe,
couldn't send a simple telegram.
yeah. Che, can you look
Yeah.
at this telegram?
Okay.
Maybe he'd be able to understand it a bit more.
I'm looking around everywhere now.
Well,
I gotta be careful. I got that much.
do you know someone that spells stuff wrong?
uh, sure, but
Maybe someone that's younger or something.
handful of people. But you know, it's
Well, that obviously know your telegram.
You want to know something that's actually funny?
Hmm.
When we first met you and your friends deceived you and left, I said to Winnie that he still has a rat that lives with them because the lawman went up there that day out of nowhere.
you mean up to Vapidi?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're living up there and you just moved camps.
Yeah.
It is strange that they just randomly found it. They don't just
It's
randomly
because
go up
they're
there.
looking for they were looking for the Lee Baker.
Yeah, sure. Sure it is.
Well,
Or it's
it is
because someone
strange.
said
It's
that your
because
camp
some.
was there.
That's right. That's right. That's something I've been considering for a while.
I don't want to sow discontent. That's why I didn't say anything then.
Mm.
Because it's unhealthy. It
Yeah,
was just very suspicious.
it is very suspicious, and given now, it looks even more suspicious.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I know that they're probably trying to find somebody, but why would they just go up to a random cliff like that? I mean, maybe to scout out with Petey, but you can't even
I
see
don't
into a Petey
know.
from that high.
Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange. And I'm very much struggling with figuring out what this is about to. It could be referring to that Romani person who just died. If she is Romani. You know, Vivian.
I've heard the name, I think from you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from you.
Apparently, well, I was promised by Maximo that as soon as he knew anything, he'll telegram me. I'll be able to meet her, but as soon as he found out she was dead, he didn't telegram me at all. I had to force it out of him.
Why wouldn't he
No.
just tell you? Maybe he got busy and forgot.
I don't know.
Yeah, even if he did, it's not something I can just let go.
It is also a kind of important thing if someone dies and you're supposed to
Yeah,
update
yeah,
someone on a person.
yeah. Even if he did forget about it, which he said he did, it is not something I can just let go like that and
Yeah,
just be
because
fine with
I
it.
Yeah.
know when we've been down there a few times, we were told that they're having some issues with people right now.
Yeah, do you know who?
Yeah. No.
No.
They
Well,
don't tell us.
well, I do. It's a few people who used to live in Armadillo. Now they no longer live in Armadillo.
Why do they no
Oh,
longer live there?
Differences, they wanted to. I don't understand the full story. I wouldn't tell it well if I did.
Hmm.
yeah. Some kind of falling out, I take it.
It wasn't at first. It was just them moving out to do their own thing, and now, well, they have seen the people of Armadillo as their enemy. I guess it's the way he tells it. The way they tell it is completely different because I've talked to them too.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, all I know is that the people in Armadillo let me do whatever I want. And they treat me pretty good, except one time they grilled me a bit, but they let it go.
Yeah, it's just that I've seen more and more reason not to not trust them as much. They don't treat family the same. They seem to be liars above nature.
Mm.
I've caught Maximo lie to me a few times, saying, "Oh, now I'm gonna tell you the truth." So, and it's strange
Yeah, I think
to.
they do things different. A family to them is maybe
and
more
it's-
violent.
I don't understand it. And as well,
Not sure.
you know, as soon as I hear he said Vivian was dead, he said that they had nothing to do with it straight away. Like it was going to be me assuming he did.
Oh. Maybe they were already questioned about it.
No, I think they might have had something to do with it, but even if I do keep digging, it's no use.
Yeah.
Because then they're gonna get on to you about it.
Yeah, because it's not my concern at the end of the day, but at the same time it is, because she's possibly Romani.
Mhm.
And having somebody killed who is Romani is, it's, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me.
Mm.
Then again, they might be Irish travelers, and then this is different. But at the same time, they're similar, you know. I should still pay respect, but not in the same amount I would as in Romani. It's complicated.
Mhm. Yeah.
So now I gotta find her sisters and talk to a handful of people to figure out how to get in contact with them. So
Do you know who the sisters are?
Eva is the only name I've been thrown. I used to have her telegram. I no longer have it. I might have it in a book, actually. Let me see.
Do you know where she works or anything?
No idea. Only seen her in Valentine.
Guess that's one way to start. Or one place to start.
It's a bad place to start.
Yeah, but people like us can ask questions and people don't really assume nothing of it.
No, I have
Just say
nothing
we
here.
heard about them to trade or something stupid.
I would appreciate that. It's, no, I don't have her telegram. That's a damn shame.
Mm.
But it does seem like Judge Ophelia is familiar with her, so maybe catching up with her and trying to figure out so many things. So many things.
Yeah. Not sure. I guess if you had talked. So, when did you get this telegram? After you had talked to Max?
No, it should have been this morning.
So, this morning.
Like, it's stamped like 4 hours from now, if I'm correct.
Maybe, I guess just be careful, I guess, around Armadillo then, because I don't know, because that could have came from that or something completely different, but I'm not sure.
It's a hard one. And to know for certain is even harder.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ride out and try and see if I can find Judge Ophelia.
Right.
Over
No,
in Valentine.
we gotta go meet with Sue to go get our things from him. So we gotta do a trade again today,
Yeah,
so
avoiding Armadillo for the time being until I figure this out.
that'd probably be your
Alright,
best bet
we'll
then.
keep an ear to the ground for you, Al.
Yeah, if you hear
Take
anything.
care, Al.
Okay, you guys do.
Yeah, we will.
Fuck, man. This is some real. I think they're more right than I am, though. That it might have something to do with touching Sky. That he's more cautious about me staying around the kids. And that's what this might be referring to. But then again, it could be a handful amount of things. Could be referring to the hotel. It could be referring to so much shit. So caution is how we approach this. Which means no drastic decisions, no missteps here. Which is also gonna be pretty damn hard. My surroundings might be referring to him being down in Dillo and watching me leave. That I just should generally be more cautious. It's this way actually. Or it might be something completely different. I think what we want to do though is stake out Strawberry and see if we see anybody strange going about that we would recognize and that wouldn't normally stay around that area. Caution. There's a lot of horses, no riders. I do think that the best place to start though is Valentine. Then make her way down to Lemoyne. And then just be cautious of her surroundings. And it could also be something we don't even know is going on behind our backs. Which is interesting, because if it is, you know, it's completely avoided me. Now here's an idea. If we think it's touching Sky, what if we tried leaving the telegram at Papiri? Under our impression, he's still there. Nobody's told us differently. And nobody's following us. Hmm. Also, hi, Noel. How we doing? Helviti? Is that how you pronounce it? Helviti. Almost sounds like a Norwegian word. Almost. Let's see if we, wait, what's that? Oh. Thought it said something different. Hmm. I should look at the former telegram from Touch and Sky to sort of compare. Woman. Please don't bring me into trouble. Did he just point his fucking gun at me? He did, didn't he? No.
Right there.
You seen Judge Ophelia?
No, I have not. Not here. She might be in Blackwater, but I'm not sure.
Blackwater. Is that what you're presuming, or?
I am presuming yes, because I have no clue.
No idea. What's your name?
You probably David.
David.
Yeah. What do you need it for? Anything specific?
Yeah.
All right. What would that be?
Oh, it's my concern.
All right. Well,
I
you're
am
probably
Al,
best off,
however, if you know.
Al?
Yeah.
Right. Al what?
Excuse you.
Al what? What's your name? Al?
Al, that's it.
Is A-L?
Yeah, why?
No, I'm just curious.
You do know there's people who are not granted such last names, right? Like us Romani.
The what? Sorry.
Romani.
I don't think I understand.
I'll put it
sorry.
very simple. I don't have a last name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then it makes sense. All right.
How does it not make sense?
No, I said now it makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I just couldn't figure out what you were trying to tell me, but It's no problem.
No, I was trying to tell you that not everyone walking around has a last name, and I'm
No, yeah,
included in
yeah.
that.
I understand. Well, you're probably best off by trying to telegram her. I don't know if you have her telegram.
No, I do. I've talked to her a handful of times.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, you're probably best off by doing that.
You, I got a question for you though.
Yep.
Oh, hi, sir. How we doing?
Howdy, I'm doing fine. What about yourself?
Sure, I'm okay. You heard anything about a funeral with Vivian?
A funeral? No.
No, I was just
I'm
wondering.
not. I don't think I know who that is.
Oh, okay.
So it's, yeah. What's her name? Vivian?
I think that's it. I don't really pay much attention to last names.
Oh, all right.
I think it's
no
like
problem.
something with a G girl or something.
It's Gruel.
Oh, girl.
Right, girl. You familiar with her?
No.
No, I just what happened.
Yeah. What do you hear?
Well, I heard that she passed from a gunshot wound.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out when she's having a funeral and so on. Because she's my people, so.
Oh, you are friends or related to her?
In a matter of speaking, if she is Romani, yes.
Okay.
I never really got the chance to figure that one out because I was never able to find her before she got killed. Nor do I know who the killer is, why somebody trying to kill her, all this sort of stuff. I have a lack of understanding here.
I understand, but yeah, I don't know too much about your.
Well, what about you, sir?
of
Would
yours.
you know anything about it? You know, her shooter, all this.
I cannot tell you who shot her, but I don't.
You can't or you won't.
I can't.
By saying that, you mean you are not authorized to say so, correct? Because you do know. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you know. Well, then this conversation is done.
Well, goodbye.
I took that into offense right there. He knows who shot her, he's just not willing to tell me. That's fucked up. They said Blackwater, but I've seen her a handful of times in Rhodes. Maybe I can get something more out of a judge who's actually willing to have some compassion. I know he's not allowed to. He has a lawful duty not to. So it's all good. I like the conflict there. See, that's the difference. It's about delivery. Yeah. That's right, because you pretty much told me, oh, you know, I have no idea. But he said, I know, but I'm not gonna tell you. Which, you know, it's funny either way, you know. At least for me. Because if you tell somebody who, like I'm role-playing, that it's not privileged to some information, I'm gonna take offense. Why is it so damn secret? It is my concern as somebody who might be of my culture to know. We're gonna leave this short too. Ah, fuck. That's alright. Oh, I can't even take this one. That's fucking stupid. It's gonna look stupid as hell me walking back into town after that conversation though. It's what it is though. Oh, what the fuck is this? That's something new. Oh, it's a gift shop. It looks Romani. It very much looks Romani. Let's read this first letter just to remind us what the conversation. I saw you later and I love that. Now we'll have 2 people from England. If things goes right. Fuck, we got a lot of interesting conversations today. I'm hyped. We got the one with Noel right now. We got the conversation with Judge Ophelia. I'm hoping that she'll give me something so I can feel absolute about it and conclude that part there, and we can attend the funeral. It'll be nice. Of course, I know she's actually Irish traveler rather than Romani out of character. But we are also led on the assumption she could be Romani, so we have to RP it. I could telegram Roof. Fuck, I would love to have a conversation with Roof today if that's possible. She probably has so much information for me too. And I can trade her some back. Alright. Be aware of the shadow it lies. Alright, let's take it into consideration. Alright.
Hello.
How we doing there today?
Is this Al? Or however you pronounce your name?
Noel, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Been looking to talk to you for a little bit now, huh?
Yeah, I would have guessed that we would actually meet at one point.
At one point, when the stars align and the spirits guides us in the right direction.
How you doing?
I guess I'm okay. Conflicted with a few things, but it's okay. You came traveling here from England.
Yeah.
How you
That's-
been adjusting to Monroe compared to that?
It's very different. Lot more guns. People are kind of strange, to be completely honest with you.
The cars, yeah, they're very strange. I agree.
I gotta get used to the binoculars.
Binoculars.
Yeah, people keep staring at me through binoculars.
Oh, people are very strange. That just happened to me in Valentine, in fact.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about getting them as well, just to fit in better, but I don't know.
Well,
They're way
I
too
think
expensive.
I think fitting in is not something you necessarily need to do. If that's you, well, I got a lot of questions for you.
You do?
Yeah, well, including if you ever traveled with a band or tribe.
I grew up in a community, yes. If that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Romani community.
My father is Romani, yeah. My mother, on the other hand, is German, actually.
Well,
But,
blood is blood. Well, you're Romani
yeah, I don't know.
as much as me. Everyone here. I'm, I said, the chieftain of a band out here in Monroe.
That's actually something I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Chieftain. Where's that coming from? Never heard that before.
Well, you familiar with Rumbaro?
No? I don't think so.
Rumbaro means leader of multiple people. Multiple families. That is the style I had before there was another band who separated from us. And then after that I was still, you know, people still saw me as a leader, so chieftain.
Alright.
We still have, you know, the mother, so on. The elders, all this.
Yeah.
It's pretty much ran by, well, I am more the ambassador to the Garsh, in that sense, in trade. That is who I am. I am the one, well...
The talker.
The
pretty much.
The talker, the charming...
The face of it all.
The face of it all, who people approach when things are needed the most. And we do have a shaman. We have, yeah, we have all sort of things. We even have some European travelers with us.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been here? A lot of curiosity, honestly.
2-3 months. Hard to say. Time goes by so fast.
Is it treating you well?
It's a mixture. Well, we started off with a bunch of bad luck in Lemoyne. And while it was prosperous, trading and so, we had other problems as well.
Oh.
Now we have had our fair run-ins with law enforcement, government, gangs, all this sort of thing. But right now, people have come to respect us and leave us be. Which is, you know, what you want. You want to have a clean camp, clean people, and so. But I'm not familiar with what customs you have, because I imagine we have different customs. We had the same thing when the travelers from Europe came over. A little bit of different customs here and there.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I like to keep a low profile, basically, you know, not cause too much attention. It's less complicated, I feel like, that way, personally.
No, I agree.
And yeah, I'm sure you know how it is in some places, so
We do,
it's just
we do.
easier.
As I said, we were
It's
chased
easier.
out of Lemoyne by law enforcement.
Yeah.
We were almost done. Well, in Vapidi, we were chased out by a gang. And where we are now, we were kept safe and without problems. But it's yet to be seen if that stands the delivery of time. You know how it is. People like to claim things as their own.
True.
And we have found a way to make an understanding with most people. We have 2 wagons that we travel with, a handful of horses, and we are looking at getting a 3rd one.
I see.
'Cause
Yeah,
we're-
I don't have a wagon or anything like that. Obviously. I mean, alone that would be a lot of work.
And how's that been adjusting?
It's been okay. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, I have a horse. That horse is without saddle. um but yeah, it's not it's I manage.
Oh,
Could always be worse. Could always
would
be
you
worse.
want to travel with a group of people again? Or is that not something you've been wanting to? Because I personally, it hurts my heart when I see Romani travel alone. You're always meant to be with family. Make no mistake, Noel, we are family.
Well, I have family. Obviously, they're just not here. They're in England
Of course.
still.
Of course.
But I'm very indecisive in a way, to be honest. I don't know. That's who I am as a person. I can never decide really. So,
Indecisive
I don't-
how?
I can't really make decisions. It takes me a long time to make a proper decision.
I think it's better if we get to know each other either way.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, we
Especially-
might not know one another, but from this brief conversation, I can clearly see we have similar customs. Clearly see your money. I can understand that you understand our ways. How different those ways are, I'm sure will be a few things here and there, but
Exactly. I think so too. How many people travel with you, out of curiosity? That sounds. I don't know. Oops.
let me see. There's Sabina, there's me, there's my sister Tess, there is Richard, who's looking for his mother. In fact, she's from England. You don't know anybody by the name of Sarah, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Damn shame. There is Percival, he's our shaman. There's Tiny, there's our elder Medric. There is Leon. There is Billy, Jacqueline, Bo, technically.
So, pretty smallish, biggish group.
And Richard, if you, Ricky, if you really want to count him. Haven't seen him in a while. So yeah, we're people here and there. It's not like we're 50 people living out of a community like most Romani bands are.
Yeah.
But we are a mixture of bands and, you know, different kind of people who've come together.
No, of course I would of course be open to meet them, get to know them.
I think that's not too bad an idea. Just, you know, get to know us and so. We have, well, if you want to count it, we have 2 Native Americans who we do a lot of business with. I don't think they officially ever accepted being part of the band, but they're very close friends of ours.
Never met any Native American. I've heard of them, but
Very similar customs. Very similar. And I don't know about your band, but we also travel with the Garsh.
is that like a dialect for like a word that I don't know?
It might be. That's how I pronounce it. I know Percival pronounces it a little different.
How do you spell it?
No, it's G-A-D-J-E.
Yeah, okay, I know the word. Yeah.
Yeah. Outsiders.
I don't personally. I don't have anything against them. I mean, that would be kind of like messed up, but
Well, you know, being cautious of them, I don't think necessarily is a bad idea. It's how we live.
yeah, exactly.
I don't
Yeah, I
hate
don't mind.
'em.
No, I don't mind. I don't.
Have a hatred for them because then you hate most of the people in the world, I would say. Which is
True.
ridiculous if you really think about it, but being cautious and having them understand that they don't understand our customs, I think it's important.
Exactly.
And understand they're not the same as we are. It's also important. Because while they, as said, there's a handful I get along with very good, and I don't mind at all. And there is always going to be a handful I'm not going to get along with. But that counts for anybody, you know.
True.
Even
I mean,
I'm sure even Romani I wouldn't get along
Exactly.
with.
I was
Right.
about to say.
It's not a thing of hatred, it's a thing of caution.
I think it's something human, honestly.
I think so.
Just not gonna like. Sometimes anyone that really doesn't, you know.
No. I don't think they necessarily you know, understand what it is living like we do. I did have a meeting with the sheriff as well as a few other people. We're letting them know not to cross our lands and enter camp and so. Don't know if that's your custom.
Bold.
Well, hardly. Not really. They chased us out of areas. We couldn't avoid not having a meeting. But it was more set on the grounds of helping them understand we are people, that we do not wish for anything. We just wish you to understand that not to cross these grounds when there's blood on the trees and so. And it clearly states that these are lands we live in. And they have since been more respectful. Made up
That's
for
good.
their wrongdoings, I would say. So we're on talking terms with most of them. There are a select few who are highly disrespectful. But I rather judge them as individuals in that sense.
Hmm.
So it's a hard one, huh?
Yeah, honestly, that's when it comes to law and stuff like that, I don't know. Never really spoke to anyone here that is law. Um, but I guess I just kind of learned to nod my head
Yeah,
and
avoid them in that sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
smile and keep things on the low, basically.
There's situations where I am forced to have conversations with them. Example being, we found out that somebody that might have been possibly Romani just died.
Hmm.
So for me to figure out what happened and where the funeral is, I have to communicate with them. Well, look at this guy!
You don't know the person, though.
No. But they're still Romani. Or they might be.
Hmm.
There's only a handful.
Was she law as well?
Was she what?
Law?
No.
No.
She, I was gonna give her the chance of explaining to me who she was and all this. And, figuring out who, if she is indeed Romani and all this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it was gonna come down to a choice of choosing the way of Romani or a way of outlaw. But that choice was never received or happened at all. Ooh. Since she was killed.
I see. And you don't think it was anything, you know, because she was Romani.
No.
Okay.
Nobody has any hatred towards them, from my understanding. There are some people that like to, like
There's a lot of misinformation.
yeah. Like cool is a certain word, walking around the streets.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's happened to you before, but it's happened to us.
I'm sure it will happen. But yeah, I don't know.
You want to come along and walk into the sheriff office? I do have to look for a judge there. She has
Sure.
some rather important information for me. If she's willing to share, that is.
Okay.
We can walk and talk and so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to them really. So
No,
I'm gonna stay in. I'm
I-
gonna stay in the back. I'm gonna stay in the back.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't really want to, but I'm forced in this position where they have all the information nobody else is willing to share. So, it's not my first choice, but it's the one I am been given, so.
Yeah. How's Blackwater? I've never been here before.
It's a mixture.
Okay.
No way. There's some good people. There's some, not as good, including law enforcement.
I've been mostly on the opposite side of here, like Saint Denis.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, Saint Denis seemed a bit I don't know how to say it. Lots of like gun shooting, pretty
Yeah.
much.
There's recently been a war out there
Oh,
between rival gangs and so. Ah, it's shoe fucking glass. Oh,
Hello.
you know if Judge Ophelia is there?
I do not.
Okay. That one disrespected my elder.
oh okay.
Not talking to her. Quick conversation, then get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I almost could tell from her tone that there was something there. It was very
Yeah.
quick and sharp.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to keep going with that conversation. I would have ended up having a disagreement.
Alright.
Yeah, she did. She made fun of you for saying Bojangle stuff. It's not that well, it is. I dislike her for the comments she made. You see, her elder he's been misguided by spirits and it's clouding his memories.
Hmm.
So, and she decided to make fun of that. Which I should have been, notified him on. Don't know. There's so many law enforcement, and there's so many. So many assholes there. Too many. But no, if you do, you do want to have a place to call home, we're welcoming, and so keep their own. And if you have any
Yeah, it's
questions, we can go somewhere more, private in that matter, if that's what you wish.
I don't really have any questions right now, honestly.
See? That's right.
I'm not much of a talker. I gotta be completely honest with you. I'm, you know. But yeah, as I said, I'm interested in meeting more people. I guess.
I'm not too
Just-
sure if they're around right now, but
Just to see,
yeah, we are around this area here, so if you stick around here, you're likely gonna find them eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well,
I mean, obviously, if you have things to do, I don't want to like hold you back or anything.
you're not holding me back at all. Not at the moment. Don't have much going on except getting in contact with Philia, so. If you do want to meet some Native Americans, we can head out that way, if you wish.
Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're up
Um,
in selective areas, so.
it almost feels a bit weird.
In what
like-
sense? We're strangers?
No, not just like strangers, but like I don't know. Maybe that's just me though. I know, overthinking things.
The way I see it is you're my people. I respect you for it. And I trust you for it.
I mean,
No, we
just
don't know
like-
each other that well. But that's how I've always seen it and been, taught.
yeah. I mean, just like it would be strange where I come from when if someone would just like show up and be like, yeah, this guy is interested in you
See?
in a way,
Well, it's different out here in America, I'll say that. Compared to England, we don't have a lot of people out here. That's why we were always trying to stick together in that sense.
All right.
Well,
sounds good.
come on, let's get to know each other a little. lived in England your entire life traveling.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't much traveling, to be honest. It was pretty much just one spot.
Really?
Yeah. At least. I'm sure like my family, my community, they traveled. But
Not telling me you're
yeah,
settled, are you?
settled is like that's like, you know, I don't know if that's the right word, but
You wouldn't move around, selective area. We would just stay in one spot.
no. Maybe I like worded it wrong. We did move around a little bit, but like not like, from I don't know, England to like a different place, like a different country or anything like that.
No. I mean just general travel. Like, yeah, we've been in Monroe, and that's where we've traveled. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moved camp, all this. That kind of thing. Done trades through different towns, all this sort of thing.
Exactly.
Guessing it's similar.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. It's good to hear.
But yeah, honestly, it was very tight knitted, if that's the right word for it. We kept to
Yeah.
ourselves. Also just because, some people just wouldn't really
Understand.
not really understand, but just in a way we're not really interested, I guess. Because they were like stereotypes. Say how it is, basically.
Let's see.
But yeah, I don't know. There's not much there really, like nothing too interesting, I think. At least that I can tell you right now.
Well,
as
everything is interested in that sense, right? Because there's gonna be differences no matter, how we speak about it. Like, I've traveled with, well, first it was my father's band. From when I was about 7, my adopted father. But yes, I am Romani. My mother was Romani before she passed. And, well, I was more living on the streets for a year or two until Logan found me and took me in. And then I traveled with him for a few years and, got to know my actual family.
So you didn't technically grow up in a community, that's what you're saying?
No, I definitely did. I just don't recall much.
Oh, okay.
I barely recall anything in that sense. All I remember is traveling with Logan. I wish I would have known more, but I didn't. We,
I mean, it's not uncommon.
No. And, after a while, Logan decided that he would, well, as I refer to it as settle, just give up. And then we fell in with another band. Traveled with them for a few years, and then they elected me as their Rombaro. Huge honor, of course. And you know how things go. Sometimes you get thrown apart. But we have found each other here in Monroe.
Do you see something in like someone who is like Romani and settled in a way? Is that like something you look down upon out of curiosity?
We don't. Our ways, at least, is we don't settle ourselves within housings and so. We don't own businesses. We don't own houses. We live out in nature and travel. Or wagons, or settlements that we built. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. I think so.
Is that something you're not familiar with? Oh,
I mean,
very
not
interesting.
sure, really.
Hmm.
I mean, as I said, like, oh, do I miss?
No,
Howdy.
yes, you said.
It's a bit different, I think. It's the way it was for us, as far as I know, because I only know, what was taught to me in a way.
Of course.
It was basically just like moving around, as you said as well, because of not so good reasons, really. You know, and I also know that in some places we are not very much liked, but at the same time, they don't allow us really to move because they have something against the whole,
No man thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying you are nomadic, right? But you didn't have something against owning things like houses and this.
I mean, we did not own houses. No, we didn't. But we
how,
do.
how old are you? Just out of curiosity.
I'm actually pretty young. I am 20.
20. Okay. So not as well traveled in that sense, more often.
You can say that.
I don't mean any offense by it. Okay, I don't. We've traveled all over America, and I'm quite young too. I'm 24.
Yeah.
I was just
I
put
don't
in
know.
this position by my own people. That's why I'm here.
I don't know anything about America. I honestly came here because I wanted to see something else, really.
I see.
And I was curious about, other things.
Serious conversation.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Really.
I see.
But at the same time, I don't know. Perhaps it would be better for like my family to come here in a way.
Of course.
Because like the it's not the best place over there, so
That's what I've heard from Percival. And it's pretty terrible over there.
Yeah.
But I understand your caution. Of course.
Yeah, as I said, I'm very reserved in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That's like nothing against you.
I don't take it personal.
Okay. Yeah. It will change most likely over time.
I'm sure.
But yeah,
I see. It's a little bit different in that sense. Well, in our band, owning housing and so on, given by government, because not sure if you're aware of this, Noel, but you cannot own land. There's no such thing. Not in how we see things. Yes, you can call it holy, you can call it tribal grounds and all this. But owning land, I think it's a ridiculous thing. It is not for us to decide who. Well, I will respect people living on land, of course. It's not to say. But I will consider of ownership to land. It's a strange one to us. A lot of us in the band.
I see.
It is one of our customs that we absolutely believe in. That owning land is, it's odd in that sense. And then here in America, you know, everyone thinks they own land, you know. And of course, I'm sure you're accustomed to that. Or loss or loss. And while respecting law is important, it is not for them to determine. As I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I think so. It's like, yeah,
I see.
I'm like trying, trying to find the right words, so I don't like say something like that you might understand like wrong or something like that. I don't know. That's just personally something that I don't know. I feel like basically like how you do it, like just like go up to law and like talk to them. It's just like not something that I think I personally would ever do because I learned different in a way.
Of course.
As I said, it's just like I don't know, something that might just go really wrong.
And that it might. But then
That's
again, I am put in the position I am, so.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
If you don't
I don't.
communicate with the Garsh and not trade with the Garsh, you are left with nothing. You see? Well, yes, you
Yeah,
should be cautious, and I am. You should also not completely avoid yourself of the people.
yeah,
There's a good medium in between here of being cautious of your intentions and what you tell them. And example being, I wouldn't go up to law and explain my entire culture to them. That would be
no, of
unheard
course
of.
not. No.
If they don't understand something, that really sucks for them.
Yeah, I personally meant more so like, go up to them and be like, I don't like that you guys are doing this and this. I feel like where I'm from, if we would do that, they would probably laugh in our face. And it's most
I
likely
see.
something,
No, we've just told them to respect us. That's pretty much what I've told them. In that sense. More of a conversation wise. You put it as I actively work with them to ensure our safety.
No.
Which is not the intention. It's more of this is how we are. If this, and this happens, we have to do this, and this. You understand?
I think so, yeah.
Build an understanding with them. They tried making an agreement with us, which I didn't see a reason for. I just wanted them to understand that these actions that you take have consequences on everyone. You know?
Mm-hmm.
To not further any more conflicts in that sense and keep our people safe. Very well spoken.
Yeah.
It's more, I don't. Of course, the only reason I'm asking for Judge Ophelia is because I know one of my people are dead. And she seems like somebody. She said if I ever had a problem, she would be willing to talk with me. And she showed us great respect. And as she does, I'm willing to at least trust her a little more in that sense, not necessarily I
Yeah.
trust her like she's you and me, but trust her as she is, as she has promised until she breaks that promise, which is likely.
Yeah.
You can't completely detach yourself from the Garsh. It does not end well.
No. I think even if you would try, it's just not even gonna work.
It's not possible. Yes. But I do limit my contact with people I do not trust.
Yeah.
And I might tell them a few things here and there. I think it's more out of it's not anger necessarily, but it's more out of, this is not okay. As again, if these things keep happening, it affects our people.
Yeah.
So there definitely is some talking grounds there for sure. It's very
Yeah, I
interesting.
understand that. Definitely.
But I would love for you to meet the rest of the band, and that's all. Especially
Of
Percy.
course.
He's well, in our band, in a sense, he advises me as well as I advise him, and we all talk to make sure things are on track.
Your right hand, as some people might call it.
That is putting it as I am above him, which I am not.
Oh, is it?
I would say so. If he was my right hand, I would clearly be the leader of everything, which I'm not. He is much more spiritual guidance and handles an entire different part there, as well as advisory. While I handle the Garsh trade and camp movements and so. As well as directions if people need it.
I see.
Which is why I also talk with Mother Romani to make sure that they're, okay in that sense. And I hate to see your own people not have a community. It hurts me. Because I know the struggle you go through. Even alone in that sense. And it is always better being with your own people.
I mean, it's certainly very overwhelming in a way. Being someone new.
It is.
Also, the wildlife seems a lot angrier.
Oh, yes. That it is. We have struggled with this in the past and made us move camps a few times. It is definitely something that is... How do you put it? To be taken into consideration when you find new spots.
Yeah.
Example being, we can't choose a few spots because they have so many, bears or cougars or wolves of this sort around. Making it difficult terrain to live in.
Thankfully, I haven't encountered a bear yet. Let's hope I don't.
We do have a bear close to our camp, but the thing is, that bear leaves us alone.
That's good.
Mm.
I've encountered cougars before.
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, I actually saved someone from a cougar attack, and that person didn't even say thank you. So that was nice.
The rudeness of the cars. Definitely is.
There seem to be a lot around Annisburg, it seems like. Cougars, that is.
Yeah, that's why we're not up there. It's a very difficult area to live in. There's a lot of gangster.
Annisburg?
In general area.
Oh.
It leaves things difficult. People will just trespass, all this sort of thing.
Yeah, as I said, I spend most of my time in Saint Denis-ish. And Annisburg. I just didn't want to get robbed or anything like that. I gotta be completely honest with you. So I just stayed in the town, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Or
I
like
understand.
sort of outside.
I understand. It is a dangerous place to live in. You got yourself weaponry?
I have a revolver
That's
hidden under my coat. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, and a bow. Yeah, in the bow.
In a bow? Yeah,
But,
that's good.
yeah.
We have
That
a few
was
of
more
those
so.
that we pass around.
The bow was pretty much just used for, getting food.
I do have a question.
Of course.
I received a telegram from somebody anonymous. You wouldn't know anything about it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Anonymous.
Yeah, they were warning of danger.
I didn't even know that they allow you to send those.
No, they do. They do. You can just scratch it out there, to be fair.
No.
So they're unaware of who's sending. No,
Is it like bad danger?
It could be, they didn't specify.
Strange.
Yeah, I'm not understanding. And it could be, it could be considering a few different things in that sense, We had all our food stolen once.
Ooh. Okay.
Had us storming for weeks.
So someone just walked into your camp and just stole all your things.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I took the entire box and left. And since we moved camp, because, unclean people walking into camp, it's a shame.
Do you know who did?
Now I have a really good idea.
Okay.
You stay around Sanity, you said. Are you familiar with the people at the hotel?
No.
I would avoid them.
I had maybe small conversations. Pretty much, not much more than a hello.
Oh, I see.
And a lot of the people you probably know in Sanctity, they look a bit shady.
No,
So
they're kind.
Really?
Yeah.
It's I feel like there was always a lot of alley talks and.
Oh, there is. You shouldn't walk in an alley. I never did.
No, okay, well.
I, in fact, completely avoided alleys. But there are people there that are very nice, if you get to know them. They might seem shady, but they're usually pretty nice. Should we get out of the rain?
We can.
Just need some water as well. And Blackwater here is quiet, so nothing really happens here. There's a few people going about, minding their own business pretty much. So not very talkative.
I think the only place I sort of got warned about was Valentine.
Really?
Yeah. Just that people might be a little bit strange there.
Oh, they are. They definitely are strange as Valentine.
And also kind of pretty muddy from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's a mess. Every time we go out there. Every time we go out there, we have some kind of problem, so. There are nice people there, too. You familiar with Mr. Westwood?
No.
He owns the general store in Sanity. He's very nice. And he's bought us a lot of, he's bought and traded for the fur and so.
Mm-hmm.
That we've been selling. But he's overall a pretty great guy. You're respectful in that sense.
All right. I mean, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. And Mickey, who owns the general store in Sanity, very similar, very nice, and also very helpful.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. But if you don't know people around there, I don't know how it goes. I got very familiar with selling Lucky Charms and so there.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, like Rabbit's Foot, all this.
Ah.
Rabbit's Foot, I was playing some music across the streets and so. I think I made like $500 doing so.
That's good.
It was pretty great. Out here, people are more reservant, you know. They keep to themselves. Even if I was to play music here, I don't think they would care.
It definitely does seem very quiet in a way, which
Mm-hmm.
is a bit strange, since this seems like a very big town in a way.
Yeah.
A little more civilized, I guess that is the word.
It's one of these towns out of bricks. It could be pretty good for trade though. We've made a few money doing so. But it's been a little bit since we've taken our wagon down here and done trading.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I don't see a lot of people. But
Yeah,
I'll
that's
look.
the issue.
But maybe you're lucky and they come all out of their holes, basically.
Maybe. She said your family might consider coming over.
Maybe. I kind of doubt it, but I mean, it's a long way, so. And
It is a long way. Long way to travel.
yeah. And honestly, I think like health-wise, I think that would be quite a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah. Get on under your lands and so, yeah. I understand.
But who knows? Never say never, right?
Right. I will say that it's definitely different out here. You know, I didn't used to walk around with my rifle on my back, but now I do.
Yeah, that is honestly something I have to get used to.
Yeah.
Seeing so many guns.
Usually, I like to think that I can talk myself out of any situation, and I'm not entirely wrong. We have been left alone by most gangs, and so just that once we were left alone because we were Romani, so.
Is that like a common thing? Gangs?
Yeah, a very common thing around here. There I guess it's more to do with the government that they're currently running there. The people are just not as happy.
Hmm. So the government kind of sucks. That's what you're saying.
Yes. I've even had a conversation with the governor, who is like the leader here, or whatever.
Yeah.
He let me know that I should own lands if I want to live somewhere, and I sort of just laughed it off. And said I don't understand that. Heated conversation, but that's how it is.
Hmm.
You sort of have to get to, know everyone around here.
Yeah, honestly, that's personally something I struggle with. Just talking to people.
Yeah, coming up, striking a conversation. For me, it's more, I walk up, think, oh, well, I can sell a Lucky Charm to that lady, It starts that way. And sometimes it's just, I'm gathering information for a friend of mine, so. More of, information gathering in that sense. These guys love it out here. You know, finding out something. Gossip, all this.
Very noisy.
Yeah.
Nosy. That's the word, right? Nosy.
They are, and you know, I know how to keep a low profile with that, so it's
Hmm.
very easy for me to just, you know, be sitting there, maybe playing my guitar, and then I'm like, oh, well, you know, this, and that, and then I get some information that might be useful.
All right.
Just as of recent, I've realized I can't trust one of the people I've done business with.
Oh.
It was to do to, well, I told them as soon as you find out what happened, where Vivian is, so I can reach out and talk to her and get to know her. And tell me. Yet, he didn't notify me she was dead, even though he knew.
And he didn't forget or anything like that?
No, he claimed he forget. Well, even so, you know, what are you supposed to do about that? It is a thing of disrespect, so I think just taking some distance from him is what's needed.
That's probably the better choice, yeah.
Just leaving him alone for the time being, and if he wants to get to know us, then, or even talk more, just, you know, tell him to make it right. And you know, there's so many ways to make things right. What you've done.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure you can get creative with it. There's a lot of people walking about.
Yeah, suddenly. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah, getting me a little worried. I know what you're saying with, you know, while it seems I'll walk up and talk to anybody, it's not the case.
Yeah, that honestly couldn't be me.
Yeah. As soon as I see more than one badge, I start sweating. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. I've walked away from entire conversations just because, you know, I saw another badge. Or another person walking up, or, you know.
Doesn't that like draw attention towards you in a way?
Not necessarily.
Almost like you got something to hide. Almost. I feel like not saying that you do, obviously, but like
Maybe a little bit, but at the same time, how am I supposed to walk away from that conversation? You know, I just tell them I got something else to do.
Yeah.
I try and play it off smooth, but probably a handful of times it's not been played off as such. Are the creator codes comp fund? Yeah, you have to do it before you check out, I think, or in the checkout. Let me check.
Well.
So yeah, that's I don't even recognize these faces who are walking around here. That's why I'm getting so nervous.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't.
Like if I've seen them, or I know they like own a business or something, or again own, or you know they have something to do with their time, I get worried. Like that guy. Never seen that guy over there at all. Who is he? Why is he looking at us so strange?
Is he looking at us?
I felt like he was.
Maybe you're just a bit paranoid.
Oh, that might be Birdie. Well, I've been told to pay more attention to my surroundings, so.
I mean, yeah, probably for the best. As you said, yeah, this place is strange.
Strange town, yeah. That it is. That it is.
I mean, especially if every person has a gun on their back, basically. Oh, that's yeah, it's weird, very weird.
It is very weird. Well, you know, I've lived through America, but at the same time, we didn't travel with guns on our back. We do now, but it's more for hunting purposes and so.
I mean, especially if you guys basically just have people running through your camps, stealing your stuff.
Okay. It's not something I enjoy, or enjoy even drawing my gun in camp. You know, it should be the last thing I do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I get very upset when people just run through your own place of home.
I mean, I don't think anyone would enjoy that.
No. And I've talked to it with few people. But they're people I trust, or people I've met on several occasions, you know?
Yeah.
Let me just check telegrams real quick, okay?
Yeah.
You want to come along? It's such a system I'm not used to, or, well, I guess I am used to it now. But it took a while for us to get used to doing that. We always used to just talk to each other.
Yeah, writing telegrams, honestly,
Pain in
it's
the
not
ass.
Yeah, it's not an enjoyable experience,
It's
especially because it takes me so long.
Yeah, putting all the words together, making sure it's not all in Romani. Oh, hi.
You're right.
Oh, hi, Birdie. How we doing?
LOL. I'm doing a lot better than I am.
A lot better than what?
Than I have been.
How do you mean?
Oh, don't worry about it, mate.
Just some trouble?
Eh.
Mm-hmm. Well, then stay safe. I'm sure I'll see you around town here.
Usually.
Yeah, I've talked to that guy on occasions too. Yeah, I don't actually know what he does. I guess he's one of the residents out here.
Yeah, he certainly looks like it. I feel like he kind of fits in.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder what's here. Oh, hi. So you seen all the state of Monroe? Yeah, or
No.
I still have yet to travel a few places too.
Never been south, really. I mean, this is pretty much, yeah, this is my first time being,
All
Blackwater,
this-
in Blackwater, yeah.
all out west and so.
Yeah, exactly. I think Strawberry, there's a town called Strawberry as well, right? Never been there.
There might be. Not too sure. Should we just sit by the train? That way I can see if Affiliate shows up too. No, we've traveled to Annisburg, Van Horn, Saint Denis, Valentine, pretty much everywhere in New Austin too. We've never been to Amberino though. Not very far there.
It definitely seems like there's people there. There's like so many, I mean, 2 horses parked there. Right?
Yeah,
Hard.
but I'm not gonna knock. There's a lady I don't like out there.
Also, I'm pretty sure someone's sneaking around, so.
Oh, well, is that not her? Did she? Okay, well, it's none of her concern what she did anyways. It's not for us to judge. Blackwater is definitely different though. Not sure I like it all that much.
I mean, it seems very I don't know how to say it, like in its early stages in a way.
Mm-hmm. Not complete.
Exactly.
I think people-wise, that's how I see it. You know, you have people walking around the streets, but they don't really, go talk to you. They'll just keep within their own circles, which is fair. You know, everyone's allowed to.
Honestly, I think I would probably be the same. Just keep to the people that I know, really.
Well, selling stuff out here is impossible. Doing trading. It's the only issues that far. But I guess we're similar in that sense, like what else. You come across any other money? Or am I?
No, you're the first.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's honestly. At first, when I saw the cart laying at the telegram station in, where was it, in Ennisburg?
Might have been.
Yeah, honestly, I probably normally I wouldn't even have wrote you because that almost seemed a bit strange to me.
No, it's hard to
But
come by people like us, so
exactly, yeah.
it's was more of a meaning of attempt to get a hold of Vivian. And in the process maybe meeting some more and who are actually like us,
I mean, how many have you met?
Around like 4.
That's actually, honestly, that's actually quite a lot.
It is. As I'm saying, it's working here and there.
Very surprising, actually.
Yeah. I finally managed to meet up with Richard, and he asked for assistance, so we provided it.
For what?
Now he's looking for his mother.
Oh, assistance.
Yeah. Is she, is that Marshall? Just wearing general clothing items? Why is she pretending to work there?
Is she?
I think so.
She's certainly doing something there. Maybe she's like dropping something up, off.
I don't know. Strange. But no, it's, it's hard coming across people like us in that sense. I meet a handful of like Irish travelers, all this sort of thing. But they're not, us.
Even though a lot of people like to think that.
They certainly do. I'm not against learning about their culture, but, they're definitely not Romani, that's for sure. I talked to somebody called Fia, because she's an Irish traveler, and she ended up joining the Marshal Service. Serving the government, which, I find a little hilarious in that sense.
Yeah, I don't think I know too much about Irish travelers, really.
No, that's why we're trying to learn, so we can spot the difference more easily. Because I've had people go around claiming to be this, and this, and people tell me about it when they do. Like people I trade with, like Hunter. He told me there was a group of people claiming to be, the G word, and so,
Yeah.
and they were...
I mean, a lot of people, I don't really take much offense to it, because a lot of people just don't know better. And
It's in the context it's used. If we prefer Romani, just tell them, you know, call me that instead of that. From there, it's pretty much, well, that's how I see it at least.
yeah.
If they keep using that word when I've asked them to use differently, then it's a sign of disrespect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I've had, at least my former shaman, she was called that a handful of times. In a very bad sense.
That word is also new to me, really. I've heard of it before, I think, or like read about it.
Mm.
But yeah, nothing I'm really familiar with.
No, I just have a handful of people calling me that out here, so always had. Since growing up, and I know a few of us grew accustomed to being a little offended while we're hearing it.
I meant the word. What was it? Shaman?
Shaman?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shaman.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. No, it's not familiar custom by you.
Oh, I mean, I know. I think sort of like maybe the definition of it,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
no.
the guide us through the spirits. They do readings. They are more for people for the spirits in that sense.
Hmm.
They see things we do not.
We have a lot of. Okay, I might butcher the word
Mm.
because it's a big word. Superstitions.
Superstitions, yeah.
Exactly. When it comes to spirits and things like that.
Oh, of
For
course.
example, we
There's
would never speak the name of a deceased person
oh,
because we believe that as you say, the spirits, they can have an influence
I see.
on our world.
I'll have to talk to.
For example, when someone from us dies, we burn their
Oh.
stuff.
Oh no, we don't do that. We don't burn it. We don't
It's
burn
not like-
their people and so.
Just I guess it has something to do with like believing that the stuff basically
Yeah,
binds them in a way,
Yeah.
and that basically like helps them, you know?
Hmm.
I don't know what the right word is. Transfer over.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
A little different with us, but should talk to Percy about it too. He's more familiar with that grounds.
I
think
figured.
The deceased part, I'm not so familiar with. It's not a custom we have. We consider graves and so holy, so you leave them alone. Burial sites for. As of now, we don't have a burial site, but I'm sure we're gonna have to find one eventually for older people.
Well, let's hope not anytime soon.
Oh, I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not. I guess different customs because you don't burn your people.
Exactly.
Do
No, we
you?
don't.
No, because that would be a thing we would never do. You know, we're meant to be buried. Interesting. For burning their stuff though, I'm not too familiar. It's been a while since I've been through one of these. Otherwise, I have to double check. I don't think we do that.
Yeah. I mean, as you say, just different customs, I guess.
Mm.
It's just interesting, honestly.
I know
It's not
that.
surprising.
Oh, yeah,
though.
of course, everyone's gonna be different in a sense, you know, when it's entire countries apart.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if we are all over the place.
Yes. You are similar in that you don't write down your knowledge, and that's all.
No, not really.
Yeah, we don't either. I had this discussion with somebody else, and I found it strange that he was writing down all this stuff. And he explained it to me in such a way I understand, but he said that wisdom should be passed on, but knowledge should be noted down.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thought. Still thinking about it. I am, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even unfortunately, if we did write our stuff down, a lot of our people can't even read, really,
That's right.
nor write.
That's right.
So that would be a bit of a struggle, I feel like.
I feel like that, too.
Luckily, my mother taught me all these things, so...
Oh, Logan was great help to me. And Mary. What about last names? Do you do last names?
We do, in a way.
Mhm.
Probably not in the way that you think that we, like, you know? It's like... more if we do have to deal with the government in a way.
Yeah, we have a similar custom there. I have been given one by the government. I don't necessarily have one. And I tell you know, people all that time when they ask my full name, and I tell them I've given you it. It's Al.
Yeah.
But what was, you know, my birth name is Albert in that sense, so you know, even that's not completely true. And the one they threw at me and Tess was Saint, so I'm Albert Saint.
Saint.
I think it was a mockery if they decided to put on me. Law enforcement, after all, so. But of course, that's my actual name.
Yeah.
It's Al. And I know my sister doesn't even go by it, nor do I. Nor does anybody else who carried that last name.
I mean, it's certainly easy to write down.
I guess so. Maybe that was their line
Easy
of
to
thinking.
easy to remember as well. I'm personally very, very awful with names. Remembering them. Same with, like, I don't know, telegram numbers. Probably numbers in general.
Yeah. I'll see.
There seems to be quite a lot of people there now, right?
Yeah, but I don't see her. She's ginger. And I don't want to approach all those badges.
Yeah, well, of course I can't even tell. I feel like this would be a good situation to have binoculars.
That you're right with. No, you're not wrong on.
Like, I see that someone is sitting down, but, like, I can't...
No,
Can't even-
I know who that is. I think. I might be wrong.
So your people, are they usually around much later?
Mm, I would usually say this coming storm. It's usually
Hmm.
when they come about. If you want to, you can come along and see if they're around when the coming storm comes in.
Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be around.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Um, I mean, I've been awake for like a bit now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting very tired, so
Yeah, okay. We can try another day, huh? Either way. It's good meeting you. And hopefully soon you'll get to meet the rest of us.
yeah, it was nice.
And hopefully you'll stay safe and not get in too much trouble. If you do,
You
you
as well.
can always reach out to me, okay?
I definitely will. Probably not that I with trouble reasons, but you know.
Even so, okay?
All
Even
right,
if it's trouble reasons, just talk to me, okay?
will do, will do.
We gotta
Thank
look
you.
out for one another out here.
All right,
It's a hell of a place.
I'm gonna go the right way. Stay
Okay.
safe.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Man, that was such a good conversation. I like that he's a little distance, you know? He plays well into character. And I do see we have some different customs, which I love in that sense. I love that it's a little different. It gives me some conflict to work with, you know? Yeah, wait. I'm pretty sure Shu might actually be doing some fucking investigation on me or something. Because as soon as we walked over there, she kept popping back there. Now she changed her outfit. Just a little strange. Is that Cody? It is not Cody. Definitely not. Oh my god. Ahoy. It's Kimber. You think he's AFK? He might be. We're very concentrated with that letter. Alright, well, the storm's kicking up anyway, so. I'll be back in a bit. I take a little longer. Let's hope Kimber is willing to share them.
Howdy there, Al.
Oh, scared shit out of me. Oi. How we doing?
I'm down here with my brother.
Yeah,
Probably about to
Birdie.
work.
Yeah, I think I just met him.
Yeah, you couldn't miss him. Or you
You
could,
s- did
depending
you
on how tall.
did you see Kimber walk away?
I don't see much of anything anymore, but
Hey
I didn't see
man,
him walk
good
away, no.
scene.
Not when I was getting up.
Okay. I'll just wait around and see if he comes around. What about you? What you been up to?
Bunch of shit, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Someone burnt down our bakery last night.
Well, that's so good. Why would they do such a thing?
Because people are stupid.
No, I agree. People are stupid. They're troublemakers usually.
Yeah.
How come you don't see anything anymore?
Glass eye?
In both eyes.
I see half of what I used to, is what I said.
Oh.
I
sorry,
tell it to
I'm unaware.
everybody. No, I tell it to everybody who's asked me if I seen something, and I was like, I always answer, I see half of what I used to.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that's like. Yeah, I enjoyed that scene, man. That was good.
The way I see it, I lost an eye for a good reason. I saved a fella from a pack of wolves, which could have very easily meant death.
No, wolves are terrible.
Wolves are horrible. Fucking, the first time I met my brother, he got attacked by wolves.
Yeah, and I'm forever scarred for that one. But literally, my arm's never going to be the same.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eh,
It's terrible.
I live on. So I can still work.
Oh, hey, cougars are worse. That's right.
I mean, you use it almost normally.
See?
It's almost
Yeah.
the same.
I don't have to. Well, I have to not strain it. There we go.
It's nice seeing you again now.
Uh-huh. Pleasure seeing you too. Hey, Mindus, what's going on?
Want to take a trip?
Yeah, we could take a trip.
Should we go back to the same spot and seem like very suspicious? I think so. I do not mind seem suspicious. No way. Yeah, I think we got it pretty narrowed down though. Who's this guy? I just want to see what this one is. Aw. So creative. Have you not seen those posters? Who's this guy? just gonna stand over here so we can have a look at him. It's gonna be, see, no one around. We did have a scene with a few people today, so people have been around. Not that, just not that much, you know? Right now we're looking for Ophelia because we gotta figure out it's about something. And I don't want to approach the office with so many law enforcers and marshals. Gets Al nervous. It does. It does get all of us nervous. I wonder if they're gonna approach me just for standing there. It's likely they're just gonna walk up to me like, what the fuck are you doing over here? Why are you looking at us? I don't see Ophelia. That is definitely not you. I don't think so. It might be. Yeah, fuck it. Why don't we go? Wait, did Kimber go back to sleep after he sent that telegram? Oh, fuck, they're all walking around town. Now I'm nervous. Now I'm fucking nervous. They're doing their actual job? Fuck that. Oh,
Hello.
are they walking to the telegram? Who's in there? Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have walked in there. She has a fucking mask on. No, touching Scarlet Right's different. Wait, was that to me? Yeah, that lady scares me a little. I'm gonna hang back. Okay. I'm gonna keep to myself. You know what? I'm just gonna stand here for a second. And wait for her to leave. Surely she'll be done now. Oh. Who the shit? She's going around town with a fucking mask. It's so odd that that freaks me out now, you know? I didn't used to get freaked out by that. I don't see it that often no more. We're also gonna ride by the sheriff office just in case Ophelia is actually there. No, there's nobody. They were walking up this way though. What the fuck are they doing though? Are they out here? Why would they ride all the way out here? I do not like that I don't know where they are. They just disappeared. Yeah, I dislike that quite a bit. Well, who knows? Maybe she's in Strawberry. And if not, we'll pass by. I need to go to camp anyways. Check on things. Oh, holy shit. Bless you. Thank you, man. There is not a soul in Strawberry. Hmm. Oh, is there no longer a long arm band in Strawberry? No, I mean in Blackwater. I never really thought about it. But do you realize I'm walking around with a long arm there? I guess they removed it? Or are no longer enforcing it? Because before they were making it, you know, that problem is sort of fixed already, in a sense. People don't really go there to shoot up town. It happens on occasion like it happens anywhere else. Nope, nothing. Fuck. Assholes. I didn't know wolves could get there. Surprised the shit out of me. Oh, maybe they don't. Where's the wolf? Is it in the bush? Or did it run off in this direction? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna clean myself. Jesus Christ. Just checking on camp. Making sure everything's around. Seems so. Walked all around here, so yeah, they're on the wagon. I haven't had a chance to get them out yet. I was thinking of doing that later. you say freshly made fire? There you go. You just sit down for a second or anything. See if we can see anybody. It's pretty dead. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's around. That's good. Hmm. Very calm. I forgot. Shit. Wait, maybe there's like an animation for this. Let me see. The whole book chapter? Really? What for? I seem to have been doing the same here. pretty much just warding off people and so. Oh, yeah. You know, I thought, let's RP a little around camp, even though there's nobody around, you know. If anything, that's just good. You know, maybe some people get bored of it, but this is slow burn anyway, so. You know? And I enjoy that, you know? Just chopping up some wood. Having a little fun with it. Did my horse just ride over something? Oh, he did. And you know, it's actually supposed to be somebody else who was doing that kind of stuff, but I personally don't mind if I have the time. We'll see if we have anything interesting from anybody like Ophelia, or else we'll head on to Valentine and get the things that we're supposed to be putting up. No, that's fine. If not, I'll just put up the stuff today and then I'll call it another day, man. It's no rush. This RP isn't rushed anyways, you know? Fuck, man. That was really lucky. Yeah. It's been a long one so far. So I'll probably be streaming for a little bit longer until I can put that stuff up. It's gonna be a pretty good VOD, man. We've had a lot of conversations. You'll get to see me. Oh, Minus, did you see that thing with when I introduced Richard and so? Because that was a really good introduction, as well as the one we just had with Noel. I really liked that scene with Noel because it felt very generic, or not generic, but organic is what I'm meaning. Oh, well, you'll see it. I think it's in the... I can't recall which one it is, to be fair. It is one of my latest VODs. One of them. Richard had basically asked us for help to find his mother. No, I had the scene with Novell today, and then like 2 days ago, or like 2 streams ago, I had a scene with Richard. And Richard basically just asked to help and have a place to stay, since he's Romanian, so. Oh, yeah. But you'll see me have my interaction with Noel, too. That was pretty good. Very, very on point, too. up here. You know, there's like 3 or 4 different people I'm actually looking to talk to. But I haven't been like able to get a hold of them. I reached out to Alex. Nothing. Oh wait, did I actually reach out to Alex? I might not have telegrammed them. Yeah, I hope they enjoyed it, man. We'll send a telegram to Alex. Let's see. Alex P. Is that how you spell it? Oh, wait. I'm wondering if we're gonna see Ophelia here too. This is a town she frequents, as well as Alex, to be fair. Wait, is that him there? It better be. Okay, let's see. Let's put the wolf away. Keep out is what we're looking for. I'm not gonna set it all up now, but at least we'll have it. Now I'll ride on through and see if we find Cool. Is that 13th guy? Oh hi. Oh, it is. Perfect timing, huh? Well, would you look at that? How you doing?
To not see you, your people for a long time.
Yeah, we moved away from Wapiti. We had some promising company coming up there.
Who would that be?
People from the hotel in Saint Denis. They stole all our food. Made us starve for a few weeks.
People you know.
Yes, people I'm familiar with.
The Italians from before.
No, these ones are... You familiar with the group of Aces High?
Say it again.
Ace is High.
Oh, a gang. No, I not know them.
No, these guys are... Everyone who's described them before describes them as bad company. But they've been fair to us in the past, but we've just been avoiding them a little. until recently, of course. I gave them a week to figure out their stuff, and it's likely we're gonna have to act in a way they might not expect, but not in a violent way either way.
I find myself in a similar place, though I cannot say violence will be avoided. Well, I did have a man come into a PD and slaughter the cattle.
Really?
Mm.
You
Tried to apprehend the man. He did flee. He killed his horse. He stole mine. Ashamed to say.
Black Missouri?
Perhaps a white face.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
We found the remains of that.
It is too bad we not find the body also. It seems the man did live. I did find my horse later in the day here in Valentine. So I did wait here in Valentine for almost 3 days. And then
Where
I
you
did
guys
see the
going?
man again. The lawman.
Lawman?
I speak with the chief. He tells me once I get the man's name to give it to him. And I'll be compensated. I have charged the man $200 for the cow. But it must come from the pocket of those who slaughtered it. If it does not, it will be dealt with in other ways. Truth be told, the cow was sick and would die anyway, and the meat would be no good. $200 would do the Wapiti well.
It's only fair. He's taken from you, so.
As for fighting the men, I do not think there need to be consequences on this. All would defend themselves, and the man did lose his horse. It is enough. With that being said, I've heard there is a... Oh, go on.
I was just curious about what the deputy looked like. I've been having a trouble with a deputy myself.
As far as I can see, he's the only deputy without hair on his face.
Ooh, 10 months. Jesus Christ, Valk.
Would this match the description you have?
Not hair on his face.
No mustache, no beard.
Black hair.
I'm unsure. He does wear a hat. I did think his hair was brown when I fought him in the Wapiti. But when I saw him on the porch of Valentine, he had gray hair.
Okay.
He's short.
Not too familiar. He's short, you said?
His hair is short. The man is a similar height to yourself. He carries a golden revolver. I would recognize him should I see him again, but I've been waiting a week now.
A week, I see.
The chief does suspect he may be a bounty hunter and not a lawman. Either way, the consequence is the same.
I'll say this. If it is the same guy who's been causing me trouble, you see, we had an incident at the doctor office where one of our elders are getting treated, and I told him to leave it alone because he was asking so many questions. It's because our elder is the spirits clouds his mind and his memory, and he'll say things that doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. And just in this instance, he claimed that somebody had pushed him. Of course, that's not what happened. He fell over. I saw it myself. But the deputy kept asking questions, and before I know it, when I told him to leave it alone, he said he would charge me for a crime called vigilantism, like he can judge me.
Does vigilantism not involve you apprehending someone else or punishing them?
I don't know. I tried talking with another law officer about it. They said he couldn't do that. And me being unfamiliar with the laws of Monroe, I'm not sure if he could or could not. You see, we keep to our own law, and we leave it at that. I did hear that this singular deputy was causing me some great trouble. Was staying out now in Strawberry. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but his name is Winchester.
The name is familiar, though I did not put a face to it.
I can't either.
Also, I've been at Strawberry
That is, yeah.
for several days now, and each time I pass through, there are masked people. It is a place I would avoid.
See, you wouldn't happen to be giving me a warning, would you?
You seem to be someone who wishes to avoid a fight. Well, I only say I have not spoken to people in Strawberry, and yet I hold my weapon as we pass through. No. I do not see many lawmen there, not the times that I have passed through. But people trail others, waiting for them to leave town. This is how it seems.
Let's see. You familiar with this telegram?
No, I do not use telegrams. Nor do I receive them.
No, I thought not. I am just trying to figure out who's warning me of dangers.
Guardian? And where was this left? In your camp?
No, this was sent personally to me.
Oh, of course, you receive them at the offices, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Then it is someone you have given your contact informations to.
That's right. But then again, my telegram is likely passed around here and there if people need it. Could be a matter of people.
It does seem you have many friends with open mouths. It did not take me long to find where your new camp is.
So I've heard.
Truth be told, the first people I asked told me.
So I'm aware. I need to have a larger conversation with them about giving out such things.
I had suspicions as I did see a wagon in the area when I was passing to Strawberry, but I have not been over where I've been told your camp is.
Of course not. And I wouldn't mind you knowing anyways.
You've had no trouble with the law since you moved? This is also an area I've seen them looking before.
I have had some. They laughed at my elder. They turn off the music. They approached my camp. They went into it without permission. They have done a handful of things to which they have also now made good for.
Deputies or marshals?
Mixture. A marshal called Shu was laughing at my elder for his way of expressing himself. And the deputy was sent to my camp specifically to look for a wanted man in the area. I love these
I've not
conversations.
heard the name Shu before. though I do not know any marshals personally.
I'm familiar with a few. Not by choice, but by them being intrigued in me. I was also told once they wanted to have a conversation with me.
Regarding?
I asked them. They told me they never asked for such a thing. I don't know if they're playing games with me, to be fair with you. It's hard to know with these guys. It really is. They seem to play all sorts of games with us, so...
Well, I have not had dealings with the marshals in this land, but have crossed them in many other
Next
states.
question. If anyone can answer my question.
They seem to be a people not ideal for peacetime. Try to one-up each other often. I would call them provocative.
Yeah, that they are. They like to lay claim to things like it is their own. Much like the governor. He's let me know in the past that I need to own land in order to live on land. Which, there's no such thing. There is not.
I would agree with you somewhat. Though many things change here.
Yeah, I do. And you've been unable to find this deputy. I can ask around.
I do have feelings that it's not a deputy. Only that he has not returned in so long. And I did not recall seeing a badge on the man. Only that he stood on the porch for several days.
Let's see.
The man you speak of, what is his clothing?
Yeah, he had a thicker coat. Not going all the way down to the legs, but more of it stands out, you know, it's one of those fancy ones, but not so fancy at the same time. Some you would similarly wear in the winters of sanity, possibly. He had very black clothing. I could have mistaken him for Howlaw if I looked at him again. If he had a beard or did not, I can't recall.
His vest was black. His trousers.
Yeah.
He wore a blue shirt.
He very much could have. If he didn't, it was a darker blue shirt.
Huh. It does sound like the man who was in the Wapiti, though he was not wearing a coat. Similar clothing. Not be the same as it is common attire.
Nah.
And when I did see the man on the porch, he was wearing different clothes. He remained with the same holster and gun. And this is how I define him.
I can't recall if he was wearing a hat, but he might have. He might have had a mustache, might not have. I doubt it if he had one. It was rather loud and, you know, very authority oriented.
I have not heard the man's voice. When I approached him in the Wapiti, he ran in fear. And at the sheriff's office, I had not approached till I was sure it was him. By then, he was leaving.
I see. If I figure anything out, I'll try meeting up with you and pass it on. As of right now, I have no quarrel with him. There's other deputies have acted instead to make things right.
You have some mixings with natives to the west, correct?
Yes, I am aware of some of them, like Sua and running there and so. There's a little bit of a problem with a guy called One Stab. You familiar?
I've heard the name. It's not been a problem for me, though. I've heard people fear him. My only intentions are to turn them on the lawmen should they not pay.
I have heard he has great promise of making his own tribe. And people refer to it as a war tribe.
I did think I saw the man here in Valentine. I did not speak to him.
I have never met the man, but he's asked to meet with me. Yet, I have not received a telegram. He pushed the people who live in the rest of all tribal lands in New Austin. The ones entering it. Apparently he thought he could form his own band there, but he was unfamiliar that there's still an active one there.
I do not know how these things are done, though I've seen Namana raise warbands without having any authority.
He seems to be disliked by most natives I've come across. Rattle spoke quite bad of him. Not towards me, because Rattle's been avoiding talking to a lot of people as of late, me included.
I did cross him in the same camp. I was there this morning. Found him very unhelpful.
He seems to be drawing a distance on people as of now. While he was friendly when I first talked to him, now he's become more of a stranger when I see him. Doesn't even...
He did speak poorly of the town people, though I know he mixes well in Armadillo. Perhaps that is not so anymore.
No, I've seen him a handful of times down there. I don't know if he's taking more distance and only arriving when he needs to. I don't speak for him, so... Could be possible that he's taking more of a distance to the town people now.
He is not a man I will soon trust. I think he has spent too much time in the West.
That may be.
I have met the young ones that you spoke of before, though. And I did see them travel through Valentine this morning in a wagon. Quite a many people. There is a medicine woman who contacts me with letters in the Wapiti. I think they do travel together.
Yeah, they're good kids. They are more willing to learn of others and such. Hey, man.
Well, they did also speak poorly of this one stab, though there's another who comes to Wapiti who wishes to seek him out. So he may have his warband yet.
That may be. Is that somebody referred to as Kohi? I've heard the name thrown around.
Oh, it is not, though I've also heard that he is a troubled man. Likely he would join also.
Yes, that's what I've heard too. Been advised by...
I did meet a man, Songa, I think.
Soma, yeah.
Perhaps. It was a heavy rain when he did speak to me, and I did not catch his name, but I'm not one to have someone repeat it. If it's a man who wears all black, he does seek out one stab also.
It's hard to say. There's been, from what the kid's been saying, there's been a lot of new ones coming into Monroe.
The letter left for me by the medicine woman implies the same.
It's troublesome, especially with talks of war bands and so. As you know, we're people of peace, not of war. Yeah, it's been a while.
You are not long in America. Perhaps this will change.
Perhaps. We're not against acting in our own defense, to say the least. But we do not go seeking war with others.
Well, I do not think many people seek it, though perhaps this one stab does. But there are others who bring it upon themselves. And the lawmen are not exempt from this.
Yes, that is true. I fear that they will tread on us soon to be, but I do not know when or why. There's a handful of them I trust to the extent of bigger conversation, but if I truly trust them, I don't think so. They seem to have political opinions and to drag us into the stuff we have nothing to do with.
The sun has risen. What was your purpose to come to Valentine?
Get a few things from our wagon before I head off to bed. Posters and such to ward off intruders to our camp.
And with people coming to your camp still, you intend to move again? You will stay where you are?
We'll always move. It's the way of our being.
It is for the best.
We'll always be on the move, and as of how long we're staying in location, it comes down to consequence and how we feel. As of now, this camp spot's been serving us very well. We've been left for the most part alone. People don't travel that far. Either way, I'll be riding off to camp, and if I hear anything, I'll be talking to you. Let you know.
If you need any help regarding the people of the city, well, I may be willing to. They've given many trouble to the Wapiti in the past also. Perhaps not the same people, but the same trouble.
Let's see. Oh, he doesn't shake hands. Right. That's not the way of your people. We'll be talking soon. I'll let you know about the situation with the people in the city. Ooh. Huge scene. He may be willing to help? Fuck yeah! In how he wants to help. Wow, that was huge, man. I feel a little, I feel a little honored in a sense, as I should. There's not a lot of people who would just have said that, I'll help if need be. Fuck, that's cool. Fucking love the native RPers here, man. They're amazing. They make it so much fun. Hey, Mast, what's going on? You just missed a big ass scene. We just had a talk with Touching Sky, and he pretty much just offered his help, if need be. Of course, we offered the same, but he offered it in more in a major way. He's like, well, if you need to handle these guys, you know, I'll... That's how I read into it when he was saying that. And, yeah, I absolutely adore the fucking, native RPers there, man. They're amazing. I'm glad we're doing so much RP with them. So much fun. No, you're fine. As I said to a lot of people, it's not rushed. When you can come around, and if you want to, go for it. But if you can't, then you can't. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna stream it too. That's the plan, at least. Fucking Wesley. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I love that you're taking me along for it, though. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not used to these posters. I didn't make him. Maybe I can put this one here. Oh my god, there's like nowhere to put it. Maybe here, so they can see it. Okay, well shit. I guess we're gonna be raiding somebody then. No, that was fucking great, that scene. I really needed that scene with you at there. Such an amazing role player, man. Props to him. Okay, well, thank you everyone for coming, and see you around. Tomorrow, if you want to watch, gonna be over at Wild. It's gonna be amazing. Goodbye.